Hey guys, how you doing? NihonTiger here. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Roar. I don't know why we're roaring. There's absolutely no reason we need to do that. So, what are we going to do today? As you can see, I've now gone 171 days into my career mode because that flight to Duna took up a huge chunk of time. Still on 0.23, but this will be the last mission we're doing on 0.23. As usual, check the... Wow, we got a lot of astronauts. Luwald Kerman, you are by far the dumbest Kerman I have ever seen in my life. His stupidity bar. Why are you even here? Go home and be a family man. But we have enough. We have enough Kermanauts. So you guys can hold on for a little bit, please. Can't hire you all right now, unfortunately. And yeah, we still haven't lost anybody, so that's another big reason why we're not hiring anybody. It's not a charity. So today, I would like to just show something off real quick here, and I'm gonna go launch it. So I have made a slightly altered version of the Duna Explorer called the Eve Explorer, and you can see from the outset it looks pretty much the same. It's got these giant whirly discs of death on it, and this time I even made sure to include a thermometer. But the changes are pretty basic. The big things that I've added is I've added a slightly, I think I added a slightly bigger parachute to it. Oh no, that's not what I did. I changed out the solar panels and added 4 parachutes. So these are the big changes. So we got a quartet of parachutes here, and the solar panels are now just flat attached to the body ones because Eve has a really high gravity and a really thick atmosphere, and therefore I'm somewhat worried that in the process of actually getting to Eve, if I had the which ones are the utility, these the 1x6 voltaic panels, the AUX4Ls, I was really worried that those things are just gonna rip off even if I didn't have them extended. So again, unmanned probe. I'm gonna take this bad boy back, and now we're gonna go to the launch pad and launch this because I want to make sure I have that damn flag. Launch. Okay, so we will head to Eve momentarily. There's our flag. Hit that SAS, that good old SAS. Make sure my staging is complete and correct. Looks like it is. So, as always, we throttle up. We look to the skies and we say 3, 2, 1, blast off. So this, I should mention this as well. Every time before I do one of these missions, I do a test flight just for the sake of making sure my rockets work, that I don't have to go back to the drawing board, because the last thing I want to do is get halfway to Eve, have my rocket run out, and that's my episode, because that would be kind of crummy for me. So I usually do a test flight just to make sure I can do this. And last time when I did this, also it's because it helps me learn a few things, especially when going to new planets, learning orbital mechanics, getting into proper orbit with them, and all that fun stuff. It does require sometimes a little bit of work outside of actually just launching it and seeing what it does, as many of my friends like to do. So I'll begin my turn, go to those rockets, and you're now turned at the 90. Okay, good. So we're stable. We're not spinning. That was actually fairly good. That was a fairly good launch. I like that. So I'm also going to try and rotate this slightly if I can. No, I can't too much. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I can get it nice and level. It's gonna want to. There we go. And I don't really have it throttled all the way up either. It's gonna want to wobble just a tiny bit. So I'll try and SAS lock it back into position. But yeah, when I did the test flight on this, I took too far out of an encounter with Eve, and what that caused for me. Let me zoom out here, check our Apple apps. Is how we doing? 20, 30,000, still growing. That's fine. But the problem it caused for me was I ran out of fuel, and I had to crash land onto the planet. And I realized the problem was I had to make too many burns with the amount of fuel I had and the amount of thrust I had. So my goal is to make fewer burns, but still achieve the same kind of efficiency in what I was doing. So I'm going to try and get a little bit closer to the planet before I, do my insertion burn and do my, obviously my burn. Oh, there's the Mun. Hi, Mun! We're coming for you! But, yeah, I kind of have to, almost in a way, relearn how to do that. Okay. By doing this, Okay, oh yeah, we should probably stop that. That's fine, but we should probably stop that. It's actually okay, because we just have to burn less to get in orbit. And we'll pretty much get guaranteed to have a good orbit. I should have probably let up on that a little bit sooner. Because what we're going to do is we have to orient ourselves to the sun. Actually, what we may want to do, since we are going to be facing away, and I'll show this off real quick. We're going to be facing away, and we're going to be actually facing inward. So that's our target right there, Eve. It's very far away. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to burn at the Apple axis, or kind of facing toward the sun. The side where when we're rockets facing toward the sun, we're going to want to burn a lot. And just enough to get us out of Kerbal orbit. Kerb orbit. Okay, so there we go. That should be enough. And then I'm going to set this as our target. And we're also, you know what? No, we're not going to do that yet, because we're going to be slightly off here. We're going to be a 2.1 degree node differential. And what we want to do in about a minute here is just burn like mad. We're just basically going to burn and probably flame out these two rockets. But in doing so, we're going to escape Kerbin's orbit. I want to escape it really with the least amount of fuel used here. So there we go. That should be just enough. Just enough to get us into orbit. And I'm going to F5 this just to make sure I'm doing this right. Because we're going to have to burn at just the right time with just the right amount of thrust. And it's going to take a lot of thrust. We're probably going to burn out these two big bad boys here. And we'll just be stuck with the little one. The little guy is more fuel efficient, the atomic rocket, but it goes at a slower speed. So we have to start our burns a little earlier because we don't have as much delta V anymore when we lose these mainsail engines. So we are at least facing the right direction to burn properly. And we want to burn so that we're going to be kind of in orbit. which is fine. We just want to leave Kerbin. Actually, we can probably just burn until we burn the engines out. So, we go with about 10 seconds here. We'll start to throttle up a little bit. And we have about 43 seconds to burn. So you can see we're accelerating at a very rapid rate. Engines are trying to overheat. Uh-oh, it's she's trying to twist. She's trying to twist. Fuel's running low. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're free! Yay! Okay, now we can keep kind of going here. Actually, we'll stop. Let's save what little fuel we have. Alright. So, in about a day, we will escape the orbit of Kerbin, or we can just fast forward. And there goes our entitled spacecraft. Flying away! Whee! Just orbiting. And okay, now we've got ourselves locked in a orbit around Kerbal, the sun. So, first things first, let's see if we can't... I can't do an seismic accelerometer from out here. Log temperature can't be done right now. Log gravity data, right? Sweet Mother of Mercy. I would hate to have to let this go, but I do have to transmit it because this is a one-way trip for our... Obviously pressure's not going to work out here. But this is a one-way trip for our Eve machine. Big, I call it Big Purple. As if the Duna Explorer one was Big Red one, this is Big Purple one because Duna is purple. So there is the Mun, there is the spacecraft, there's Minmus, and we are clear outside all of them. And I've got Gilly and Eve over here. So what we want to do, because there's Eve, I want to see if we can't pull... Okay, there's an encounter. And now we've pulled inside the orbit, so that's bad. Target position at closest approach. It's going to be too far out. Can I shift this a little bit? So that's... Oh, nope. If I shift it that way, then we're going to have to... Huh. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Not stop here, but, you know, stop the video, but stop the changes here. And first off, let's go ahead and try and just... Okay, that's the wrong way. So we want to go this way. So our descending node is going to drop to 1.4. That's good. That might be the best we can do, because we can only go so far on the initial burn. And then... we might do that here. And then once we've got that set, we might come to the periapsis, and we'll be able to drag this in a little bit more. There's another encounter. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to probably just burn it down to there. And then we'll just orbit around a couple times until Eve catches up. There would be a better place. There would be a better time to do this probably. If Eve was back here, we'd probably be able to catch it a little easier. So let me also see if I can make some additional... No, that's the wrong way. Make some additional changes here to the... No, I can't really make any changes. But there we go. we have like nothing left in these tanks. Oh, are they actually empty? Oh, we've actually run out of fuel, so we can just go ahead. It's gonna be dead, but anyways. Yep, there we go. I just get rid of those. Goodbye, mainsail rockets. So we'll go ahead and through the magical powers of F5ing, the quick save, and fast forwarding through time, and fast forwarding a little more, and fast forwarding very carefully. Four, three. This is why I'm being very careful. 2 hours. 1 hour. It's gonna take me a little bit of time, so I want to time this just right. 30, 20, 10. Okay, 10 minutes left. Obviously, I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch all that. But I'll fast forward a little bit more. 50 speed. That's good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 minute. And we'll just 5 times that, make it a little bit faster, a little bit closer to our node. Actually, we probably need to get into position here because we are facing away. I didn't realize that at first, and I'm an idiot for it. Okay, so it's got to be somewhere over here, right? There's a node. There it is. Okay. So 3, 2, 1, mark. Beacon burning. I don't care. We're fine. We're fine. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I just couldn't ignite the engine from here. Slight error. Okay, so you can see we are moving much slower. And this is just then a burn to get us, you know, in a better alignment with Eve. This is not a burn that will actually slow us down that much. It's going to make us slightly wonkier because I started the burn a little late. So, yeah. Duna Explorer is still landed. I hate how the fact that you can't set a mission to not be active anymore. So it's like it always has to be constantly active if you're just leaving it on another planet like I am. 20, 18, 16, 12, 9, throttle it down. Perfect. You're perfect. Nearly perfect. So this one can go away. And that just means we have this maneuver here. Which maybe we can now kind of play with this a little bit, get the ascending node down a little better. Nope, that didn't work. That didn't work. So we're gonna have to probably wait until we get closer. But we have a long way to go. We have 45 days, so I will be back in just a moment. Quick save. And let's just fast forward ourselves here. Into the future! Well, we're back and we're about ready to execute our retrograde burn to get into a slightly closer orbit to Duna. You can see Duna has passed us. Not Duna, Eve, damn it. I already went to Duna. I got that air. It's proof I went there. But we're going to do our Eve burn here. And I'm going to keep saying Duna. I'm sure I'm going to keep saying Duna. So we do have a 2 minute 42 second burn that I cannot fast forward through, but it is what it is. So at this point, perhaps we are going to get really close to Eve. I kind of wonder if we did this and shifted it a little bit, if we would have some kind of encounter. No, it's way far out, 16 million kilometers. We're almost going to be on the opposite side of the planet. So, I almost wonder if we just went like this. Wait a minute, what was that? What was that? What was that? I just thought I saw for a second I got really close and then just got really far away. Like there was a tiny window of opportunity where you'd have a really close intercept. No, I guess not. That's still going. I'm just trying to figure out when we would be able to do this. When it would make sense to do this. So if I did, let's see if I did that. No, that's not going to do anything. We might have to just wait in orbit. Like a cat waiting on its prey. So, yeah, I've just got this burn to do. When we get to our apoapsis, we can, maybe we can just kind of adjust ourselves a little bit here. Oh, that's not bad. That's better. That's good. That's not so good. That's fine. 1 degree separation's okay. I'm kind of worried. The burn is taking a lot longer than it should. And these are rotating. That's good. You know what? When this burn finishes up, I'm gonna make some adjustments. We're gonna do maybe this second burn right here to get us a little tighter synchronization with Eve's orbit, and then we'll try and see if we can get a pass here that actually gets us within Eve's grasp, because I think we're still too far out. Alright, I'm back, and I think I figured something out that could possibly work. So I'm gonna quick save here in case this blows up in my face. But we have an encounter with Eve at 2 million kilometers. That's a lot closer than the last time I did that, and I had to come in at 12 million. But this is a one-shot deal, because if we miss this, we're gonna get flung out into a weird orbit. So basically, we're slingshotting around the planet, and we gotta kind of stop. And we have a burn in about 2 hours. And we'll get us into position here. I gotta do a lot of finagling. And I might even just speed that all up and just show you guys how much finagling I had to do to get this to work. But yeah, it gets us close enough where I think if we do this burn, we will be set. But you know what? I'm gonna save that for next time. Oh, will this work? Will we be stuck? Will we be floating out in space? Can we actually get to Eve? Yeah, we're gonna get to Eve. So tune in next time, guys, for more Kerbal adventures.